Welcome back, Parshas Bo. We're dealing with the last plague, Makas Bechoros, the thing or the last plague, the catalyst for us leaving Egypt. Now, there's something very odd in terms of the phraseology. If you're a teenager or a kid, you'll know how to phrase things to sometimes get away with mischief. At the same time I was moving the orange juice, it spilled. That's obviously a roundabout way of saying I spilled the orange juice. Listen to this. There's the pasuk. It is Perek Yud Aleph. It's pasuk Daled. 11th chapter, 4th verse. Vayame Moshe, says Moshe, Ko Amar Hashem, Hashem has relayed to me, or Hashem has said, Kachata Salada around midnight, Aniyot Tov Mitzrayim, I'm going out in the land of Egypt. Umeis Kol Bechor V'Eretz Mitzrayim, and all firstborns are going to die. On a second. Why don't say Hashem will kill them? They're going to die. It sounds like coincidence here. Hashem goes out, and then they're going to, one second, phrase it directly. Did you spill the orange juice? Or did you happen to move and that it spilled? Says the Orach Chaim something very profound. He says the way this plague of the firstborns was conducted was not direct, so to speak. It went like this. Here it goes. Philosophically, Hashem exists. Doesn't just mean Hashem's alive and around. It means Hashem is total existence. Hashem defines existence. Only that which is connected to Him can exist. And therefore, if things are not connected to Him, in a real sense, then finished, they're gone. They're not existing. They can't exist. It says the Orach Chaim, how does evil exist then? If Hashem is total goodness, which means goodness from His perspective, it doesn't defy or belie or obviate challenges. But if Hashem is goodness, how can any evil exist? Says the Orach Chaim, it must be that evil must be connected to good. You can turn it around, you can surpass the challenge, you can overcome. Fine. What happens if you've been able to distill them? Separate good and evil. Well, the good would survive, it's connected to God, and the evil would perish. This is what happened at Makas Bechoros. Hashem goes out in Egypt. What does that mean? Hashem reveals himself. The natural position is when the source reveals itself, the sparks of the source, so to speak, in other words, souls, they fly out to their creator. It's actually what happened to us, says the Orach Chaim, at Matan Torah, when our souls died and we had to be brought back to life, says Rashi. Hashem revealed himself. Any goodness within the Egyptians flew out to its source, Hashem, and that which was left was bad. That was it. Bad can't survive without connection to good. So therefore Hashem goes out, and as a result, firstborns die. It's a very philosophical idea, and it's an important one. It's important because in life, we have parts of us that maybe we don't like. We have bits, challenges that we'd like to surpass, and we can't always surpass them. As long as they're connected to good, a long-term path, a long-term vision, I want that to end up there. I want to direct my urges that I feel are negative. Then there's kiyum. They'll survive, and they'll ultimately come to fruition in a good way. But if we've said, no, here's the good part, here's the bad part, pretend the bad part doesn't exist, that's not the way forward. That's not totality.